So I'm going to kind of do a narrow foot and do sort of a vessel that's open. You can use it as a container to put things in, but it's going to have a nice, really strong rim. Okay, so I've got a good compressed bottom. Now it's really critical I don't use a lot of water on this one because I'm asking a lot of the clay. I'm going to put a swirl in it that's soft and puts motion to the pot, and I'm going to roll a rim. So I need it to really be able to take what I'm going to put it through. So you can see I'm pulling these walls without hardly using any water at all. Now I'm going to start stretching this out into the open vessel that I want it to be. I kind of did a scissors motion and just pushed that clay outward. Now I'm going to give it a roundness to it that makes me very happy. Wide and open and round, and I want a widest point of this vessel to be right here where I'm going to roll the rim back down and touch down. So I'm going to take my rib now and go ahead and perfect the bowl shape for my vessel. Look at that pretty, pretty shape right there. And from the inside, I'm going to push it outward just a little bit and get rid of any little evidence of throwing rings because I don't want them to be part of this form. I'm going to go out even further, all the way out to there. And there's no better time than right now to clean up at the bottom. So I'm just going to take my wood stick and cut up under there and follow the line of the pot. Uh-oh, that stuck to it. I'll just find a flat edge, come in there, and pull it away. There we go. Now, I'm using a really long, narrow wood stick because I'm doing low profiled undercuts. All right, so now I'm going to make sure I've got that edge right all the way to the base, and I do. I'm going to clean up under there like that. Feeling pretty good about it. For my wax line, get rid of all these little goobers. There it is. Now, the tricky business is rolling the rim. And what you're going to do, which you'd almost never do when you're making pots, is over pull this thinner than you want it to be. And so I'm bringing it up and I'm turning it out and I'm getting it real thin. Because if it's thick, it's going to make a real heavy rim, but I'm going to roll this with air in the middle of it. I'm going to grab right down here at that transition and push inward and go even thinner. And I'm going to find somewhere right about there is going to be where this starts pushing downward. So look how thin it is now. I'm just going to put a little moisture on there, lay this out on my thumb, and let it rest against my thumb. Do you see that? It's just resting against it, so it can't collapse on me yet. And I'm going to go to the inside and push outward and my thumb is kind of holding the roundness up under there. And now I'm going to push downward, and my thumb is still holding that rim. Do you see that? And I'm going to push downward, and my thumb is still holding it so I can create a big roundness. And now this little piece right here, I'm just going to push in and tuck under. There it goes. And tuck it right in to the pot. Now, I'm going to push this wall out a little bit into where I tucked it so that it's heeled on there really nicely. They're joined together. I'm going to give my rim, it should be holding air now, give it a nice clean surface. I'm seeing satin black on that. And now it's a nice, simple, open vessel for offering something up, but I'm going to change it just a little bit more. And I'm going to take the edge of my pinky because I want a soft line, and I'm going to slow my wheel way down, and at the base of the back, I'm going to, with a slow wheel, move up, pushing inward, and then catch center again at the top. Now I have not only an air-filled rim, but a beautiful swirl moving up to create puffy, soft edges with the beautiful puffy rim. I'm telling you, look at those swirls edges inside. Isn't that nice? I want you to try that. People are just totally enamored with hollow rims. Love it, love it, love it. There it is.